Dawson Rider with you.
Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here. Welcome to my review of Draganoid Maximus from Bakugan Battle Planet. This is the final evolution of Draganoid. It is the largest scale version of him. They started coming out with some of the larger scale Bakugan in the most recent waves. Like you'll probably see the one on the shelves that look like just a giant Bakugan. This is like a step beyond them, except it can't become a ball, obviously. It's just too much awesome dragon to be contained, so he just kind of has to crouch into this weird little creature thing. You also get an exclusive regular little Bakugan here of Titan Draganoid, which is just, well, a regular Bakugan with regular transformations. You get both of their cards, which are neat and shiny. I really like both of them. I think they're really cool. I really like the design of both of them, and I really like the design of this guy just as a toy. I think is really cool, just even setting aside the game and stuff like that. And of course, 2 cores, par for the course. Get it, guys? So for this guy, pretty simple transformation. You just, activate it with a little, there we go. Here we go. Let's get the focus on it. And, wait, I lost the space. I lost the space, guys. I lost the space. Okay, found it. There we go. So that's pretty easy. It seems very serpent-like, reminds me of the serpent ones when you transform it. But, as usual, simple transformation, fun. I really like it, though. I really like the design of it. I like the it kind of looks a little bit different, like it looks a little bit less serpenty in the actual design, and this looks a little more serpenty in terms of the actual toy. But I like the way it's designed, and I like the way it looks, the way that they make use of the design elements of, like, well, just what Bakugan are. So I think that's neat. And there's going to be something special to do with this guy, and we're going to actually seal him back up for that. And he's got a really easy retransformation, like most of these do, but there's nothing really, no real tricks to it. Like some of them have like a little hitch to it that you have to know, but that one's just pretty self-explanatory. And for this guy, he also does have an instant transformation, but we're going to want to turn on the sounds first. On-off switch is right here, so it's going, thanks, spoiler alert. So, to transform it, it's going to be fairly easy. We're actually going to place the Bakugan here, and it activates similar kind of magnetic release features. Okay, so let's go. So that's super cool. The only thing you really have to do is you can adjust the arms down so he doesn't have this weird splayed out Batman thing going. Kind of adjust the head a bit and put the horn around. And then he might flip around. Actually, I'm surprised he didn't spin all the way around, but he just stays on here like this little dragon buddy, and I think that's really great. But I really dig the design of this guy. I was really excited to see this guy on the shelf because I think that he looks really, really freaking cool. I'm kind of a sucker for it because similar to the way that this kind of combines your like of card games and little collectible figures and collectible monsters, this kind of almost gets that like mecha feel for me too. And like a lot of people, I'm a sucker for anything with dragons. So I think it looks super cool, even though it's not as, clever as it actually rolling up into a circle, and it's just kind of crouching. It still is really satisfying and cool, and I really like the way it works by putting this little guy on there. I think that's a neat use of the gimmick. And as well, I think it's kind of cool to have that little dude riding on there. I think that's neat. And then you get the activation noises, and then you get a few more noises and sounds by pressing this. Yeah, he's overall really, really cool looking. I really dig him a lot. I think that whether you play the game or not, or if you're a fan of the show, I can definitely recommend checking it out because of just how cool it looks. Like, it's something that's going to just look really cool there on the shelf or with your collection. It's definitely a little pricey. Like, I know it's one of the higher end items. It's a lot larger than everything else, obviously, and it's got lights and sounds. But the price point of, I think it was like $40 or $44. Just still seemed like a lot to me. So, I mean, this is just good advice in life anyway, to find a good price for anything. But unless you're really super eager to get this, I might wait a little bit, and there will probably be some sort of deals around the holidays, I imagine, at least. It just seemed a little bit pricey to me, even though I do dig it. As far as transforming it back, getting into its crouchy mode, it's pretty easy. Like, all you're gonna do is you fold this back up, and then snap this back in. Whoops. And then that kind of hides it over. It's going to hide it more over like that. You can open and close his mouth. Forgot to mention that, but thanks for showing that off. I'm actually going to turn his sounds off. There we go, just in case you don't have any mess ups. And then crouch him down here until you hear and feel a click. I don't know if you heard it. I could hear it, but it's kind of faint, and you'll feel it slightly, and then just make sure it's staying down. Just be kind of careful. It's sort of easy to activate it. Then fold the tail in like this. Fold the wings in, and there's a little latch right here. And you're going to take these hooks and just hook it underneath here, and it kind of hooks on there, and then you kind of angle them up. They also sometimes want to angle down. The instructions show it going like this, but I mean, that's not really a huge deal if you have a preference about that. Then fold these in. See underneath there's a groove right there, which is going to correspond to the little hooks right here. They're not hooks like the other one, but that's where those are going to line up to keep this in place. Like almost feels like you're holding a grenade in place in a lot of these places, because a lot of it's just literally holding it into place, ready to be sprung out. But yeah, overall, I really do dig this thing. I think it's really cool design-wise. I like your little extra bonus guy here. I just wish it wasn't as expensive. Again, I get that it's like the highest end regular release they have, but it still seems like a little bit much for what you're getting. It just, I feel like I've seen toys in general that are around the same price and you just seem to go a little bit more. Maybe it's just me, but nonetheless, I still think this is really cool and I dig it a lot. Anyway, that's about it for this one. Until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and of course, don't forget to climb the steps and ring that bell so you get notifications for all my videos. Until next time, Dawson Ryder, signing out.